Okay, this one is called Picking Up Bitches. This is not a how-to guide. This is a discussion about how our culture has plummeted into objectifying sex and relationships. I read a post the other day about picking up bitches, and it was a how-to guide. It was how to lie to a girl's face to keep her attracted to you enough to have sex. But no mention was in the article about love, introspection, growth, or any type of benefit other than a possible orgasm with some 9 or 10 girl. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 in super hotness. Don't get me wrong, having sex with a very attractive girl would always be enticing to me. However, basing your entire night at a bar, or worse, your entire free time read every time you go out, on whether or not you're gonna hook up with some random female to have sex with, that's strange as fuck to me. At this point, I see very little difference between this and someone's behavior trying to get a fix of cocaine. Their free time revolves around it. They probably, at least I would assume after some time, believe that what they're doing is wrong, but somehow they have to justify it, and they do. They justify it in their minds and they carry on. Some, of course, will justify it relentlessly, seeing that it only benefits them. There's no negative drawback. They get what they want in the end, sex, but more specifically, an orgasm. The short-term realization is straightforward. If you don't get an STD, you're golden. What's wrong? It might even feel like a confidence boost, and I'm sure in many cases it is a confidence boost. The problem doesn't lie in the short term. It doesn't lie in the now. It lies in the future, in your future self. Your objectification of women by attempting to pick them up based on their facial and body features before any vocabulary exchange, before any chemistry, before any connection happens, is going to spider into your future relationships and your future outlook on life, love, and happiness. Your quality of relationships. It's easy to pick up people when you're in your 20s. Lots of ladies drink one too many and will gladly accept an offer to be taken home or whatever, and it's the same with guys. But add a decade onto your life and there will be a realization that others have started to settle down, stop getting wasted, stop getting really drunk, and they stop playing that game. If you haven't settled down, chances are by your 30s you may begin to panic. You might have that innate fear that you're going to be alone. You might start to look deeper into that girl you want to hook up with, but you might find that one, if not both of you, are too afraid to commit. You're going to be staring into that lady's panicked eyes just as your own. Or you might find someone move too fast in your panic and get married. Suddenly, in retrospect, you'll regret not having talked to her deeper before, because this is how you trained yourself to not get into deep conversation. The real problem here is the entire game of picking up the opposite sex is based on not being yourself and not being honest. It's all an attempt to temporarily please the other's personality enough to get them to come to bed. Deep conversations aside, risky topics are avoided, personal opinions disguised. What the youth is unaware of is they are hiding themselves, they are training themselves at not being honest and weighing in sex and attraction over love, chemistry, and emotion, a real bond. Although this would be fine if you don't care about the other entire half of your life, how do you really want to pick up ladies? Do you want to continually contort your own personality into that which you wish you were and the qualities you wish you had, or do you want to become yourself and become the qualities you have? Speak to a girl as if you are comfortable with who you are rather than trying to avoid it, and you will find that the quality of the relationship to be will flourish as long as she is also in the same frame. When two people understand themselves, they let their guard down and they become vulnerable as they show their true colors. That is when true magic, true love happens, which is far longer lasting than an orgasm and far more fulfilling. A relationship lasts in the mind, an orgasm does not. which is why one must continually seek it out, just like cocaine, drugs. Be a real person, be who you are, and love, accompanied by orgasms, will follow.